Welcome back, students. This is Professor Castor, again, taking you on another short course that breaks down our large courses into more bite-sized chunks. Also, I apologize for the sound quality of the actual recording itself. The intro and outro to this particular short course was recorded after the course was actually done. So it's a little bit quieter, but I think we will be all right. So let's begin. Let's move on to Morvahna the Autumnblade, Circle Blackclad Warlock. Morvahna culls the living and restores the dying with equal skill. Forests spring forth at her command and tear her foes asunder as the trees draw sustenance from the last flows of life's blood. She is the Autumnblade, whose arrival portends the dark turning of the year. No druid willingly earns her enmity, and many seek her favor. Known as the woman of great intelligence, ambition, and persuasive charm, Morvahna revels in the intrigue within the upper ranks of the Circle Orboros and sees her eventual ascension to omnipotent as a foregone conclusion. With a seductive smile, a caress, and a calm word, she achieves more than others manage with armies or full brunt of elemental forces. Morvahna was inducted in the mysteries of spring and autumn from infancy. She matured in isolation among druids of the far south on an unnamed island off Mercer Coast. Her sect knew that across the waters dragons awaited, Lord Turok in the west and Blightergast in the north. She has wrestled with the Blight and experimented with druidic powers to try and cleanse the outer scarred isles of it. Her territory has shifted north and expanded over decades on the grounds of sacred sites others once claimed now stand forest watered with the blood of Morvahna's rivals. Of her peers, only Kruger has dared challenge her directly, even stealing the loyalty of one of her most formidable allies, Cromac the Ravenous. The timing of this was poor, as Morvahna had been at the forefront of the Circle's battles against the Legion of Everblight. As a pragmatic woman, she found help elsewhere, convincing Kaya the Moonhunter to assist her. Morvahna has endured a number of difficult setbacks against the Legion, including the Battle of the Castle of the Keys, the subsequent pursuit of the Legion forces north, and the efforts to keep Everblight's minions from the disembodied Athank, secured first by the Crix and later by Signar. She blames Kruger for the Order's botched attempts to prevent the expansion of Everblight's power, and the Stormlord diverted critical assets from the fight with his own unrelated schemes, and his plan to unleash the dragons led only to widespread destruction. Morvahna's primary flaw is her arrogance. She often underestimates others, relying on manipulation over true loyalty. She has no inclination of deeper attachments. She is willing to stand at the gateway between life and death and feels mentally qualified to judge who should live or who will be destroyed. I've actually never gone up against Morvahna, at least not this rendition of her. But from what the archives say, she has some interesting spells, such as the ability to pull living souls to increase her magic power, or use her magic power to help bring people back from the dead for her own army, or use people dying on the field to just pop into woods and create entire forests out of armies that are being killed by her own men. It's actually really interesting and terrifying. Alrighty, students, well, that does it for this short course. And as always, thank you, Privateer Press, for letting us read your fantastic lore. And as always, your homework is going to be, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know how I'm doing, and share it with your friends and fellow gamers alike so we can increase the class size. And as always, class dismissed.